Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to BEA's Got Your Number, an introduction to federal direct investment statistics. Please note this session is being recorded. My name is Nick Fimick, and I work with Select USA. For those of you who haven't heard of Select USA, we are housed within the U.S. Department of Commerce and serve as the United States Federal Investment Promotion Agency. This means we help foreign companies seeking to enter or expand into the United States. We do this through a variety of free resources and services, including providing information and counseling. Select USA investment specialists help companies and economic development organizations, or EDOs, find and interpret reliable and unbiased data. We also help navigate the federal regulatory system. Select USA coordinates activities across many agencies that promote business investment. If a company requires federal ombudsman services or would like to learn more about federal incentives, Select USA may assist. Additionally, we serve as a platform for EDOs and international investors to connect. This includes hosting events such as webinars, international roadshows, and the Investment Summit. The 10th Select USA Investment Summit is taking place in the DC metro area from June 23rd to the 26th. This event grows year over year. However, last year we had approximately 5,000 attendees from over 80 countries and representation from nearly every United States state and territory. If you're interested in engaging with states, learning about federal programs, or would like to know more about FDI opportunities in the United States, I encourage you to apply using the link that is about to be posted. Finally, Select USA is hosting 2 webinars in March to discuss tech hubs. The first webinar focusing on energy and sustainability is taking place March 14th from 3 to 4 p.m. The second webinar covering biotechnology and medical device manufacturing is on March 21st from 10 to 11 a.m. We'll put the registration links in the chat for these events. However, I encourage you to check the Select USA events page for any additional events. With that, I'd like to pass it to Michelle Proctor and Jason Sutterly from BEA.
Thank you, everyone, for attending the presentation we have today entitled BEA's Got Your Number, an Introduction to Foreign Direct Investment Statistics. BEA is one of the world's leading policy-neutral statistical agencies that provides economic statistics reflecting a comprehensive, up-to-date picture of the U.S. economy. I'm Michelle Proctor, Section Chief of the U.S. Operations Section, and my co-presenter is Jason Sutterly, Section Chief of the new Foreign Direct Investment Section. We will discuss how BEA tracks and publishes foreign direct investment in the United States. We ask that you please save your questions for the end, as this session will be recorded and posted to YouTube for future viewing. We will provide an overview of the international statistics we produce related to foreign direct investments by explaining common terms and their definitions, the 5 relevant data publications in their most recent release, and by providing an understanding of how to access the data on BEA's website. What is foreign direct investment? To be classified as a foreign direct investment, an entity in one country has control or a significant degree of influence over the management of a business enterprise in another country. Entity is a broad term. Person, partnership, association, estate, trust, corporation, or governmental agency are all considered entities. At least 10% of the voting interest or equivalent in a business enterprise is held by the foreign entity. Voting interest or equivalent is an international definition to separate direct investments from more passive portfolio style investments. Here, we will show a simple ownership chain. A U.S. affiliate is a U.S. business enterprise in which a foreign person has at least 10% voting interest. Foreign parent is the first entity outside the United States in a U.S. affiliate's ownership chain that has a direct investment interest in the affiliate. Lastly, the ultimate beneficial owner is that person proceeding up a U.S. affiliate's ownership chain, beginning with and including the foreign parent that is not owned more than 50% by another person. The UBO ultimately owns, thus derives the benefits, and assumes the risk of controlling an affiliate. This slide represents the different types of FDI statistics offered here at BEA. New foreign direct investment in the United States, direct investment by country and industry, activities of U.S. affiliates of foreign multinational enterprises, and quarterly direct investment data. I will now hand over the presentation to Jason to walk through the new foreign direct investment in the United States data.
Thank you, Michelle, and hello, everyone. As Michelle said, I am the section chief of the new foreign investment section at the BEA and oversee the collection and publication of the new foreign direct investment data. Our new foreign direct investment data can be described as foreign investors' expenditures to acquire, establish, or expand U.S. businesses, and is broken into two categories: first-year expenditures and planned total expenditures. Greenfield, which is a term you'll hear thrown around, greenfield investment includes expansions and establishments of foreign-owned U.S. businesses. The new foreign investment data also includes selected activities data, including balance sheet, employment, and income of acquired, expanded, or newly established U.S. business enterprises. The data is offered in detail by country, industry, and state, and is released annually each July, with the next release coming up on July 12, 2024. It's important to remember that the NFDI data is transactional-based data, and each transaction must be reported. And it only includes the first moment when a U.S. company becomes foreign-owned. Relocations are not included in greenfields. So here we have our chart for first-year expenditures by type of investment from 1999 to 2022. The dark blue segment denotes acquisition expenditures, the light blue segment denotes establishment expenditures, and the orange segment denotes expansion expenditures. From 2009 to 2013, the survey was discontinued due to budgetary reasons. The data is not directly comparable for before and after the break-in series due to the inclusion of statistics for expansions. As you can see, acquisitions typically account for most of the first-year expenditures. For this year's new foreign investment statistics, first-year expenditures by type of investment, we see acquisitions were $169 billion, establishments were near $4 billion, and expansions were right around $4 billion as well. First-year expenditures for new investments were $177 billion for 2022. Expenditures decreased $185 billion, or 51%, from $362 billion in 2021, and we're below the annual average of $298 billion for 2014 to 2021. As in previous years, acquisitions of existing businesses accounted for most of the total expenditures. So here we can see current and planned future employment by state for 2022. This year's current and planned future employment by state was heavily affected by the inclusion of the quarterly census of employment and wages data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The addition of the QCEW state employment data makes the data much more accurate and representative of the new foreign investment employment landscape in the U.S. and is accounted for in the data currently. As you can see, California and Florida led the way with approximately 13,400 current employees each. Texas came in third, but is the only state pictured with a significant amount of planned future employment. And now I'll pass it off to Michelle to discuss direct investment by country and industry.
Thanks, Jason. The chart shown represents the foreign direct investment position in the United States by country of foreign parent, represented by the orange bar, and the ultimate beneficial owner, represented by the blue bar. More than half of the total position is in the top 5 countries, with the top 10 accounting for 84% of the total position. Some U.S. affiliates can be directly owned by a foreign parent, while other affiliates might be owned through complex ownership chains that pass through multiple countries on their way to the ultimate owner. This may be done to be located closer to manufacturing centers or to benefit from countries with favorable tax rates. Now, if we look to the right of the table, we can see that on this chart, the U.S. is the 7th largest UBO. This can arise for several reasons. such as if a foreign company with U.S. operations is itself acquired by a U.S. company. Unless they reorganize their global structure, the U.S. company is now the ultimate owner of the U.S. operations through a foreign company. The direct investment by country and industry statistics are released annually, typically in July. The data for this presentation is from the latest release on July 20th, 2023. The statistics cover foreign direct investment in the United States, which is U.S. affiliates of foreign multinational enterprises, or simply foreign-owned U.S. businesses. The statistics focus on the total position, which is the cumulative level of investment by country and industry. The values in this release are presented at the historical cost book value. The next release will be on July 23rd, 2024. Please note that the position data found on Select USA dashboard reflects BEA's UBO-based statistics. When looking at this chart, that would be the UBO data shown using the blue bars. Here we show the foreign direct investment position in the United States by industry for 2021 as compared to 2022. Foreign direct investment in the United States was concentrated in the U.S. manufacturing sector, which accounted for 42.4% of the position. There was also sizable investment in finance and insurance and wholesale trade. Between 2021 and 2022, the investment position in manufacturing increased $107 billion, while finance and insurance fell $66 billion. One note regarding these industries is that they are determined on a consolidated basis, which means the industry with the largest value is used. The largest revenue is used. As a result, a company listed under manufacturing might also have units engaged in wholesale trade or warehousing. BEA also produced statistics on the activities, that is, financial and operating data, of U.S. affiliates of foreign multinational enterprises, which happens to be the data my section provides. These statistics provide a picture of what foreign investors are actually doing with their investment. For example, you can see how many people in the United States work for businesses with direct foreign ownership. This data is mainly used by state and local policymakers, investors, researchers, and economic development organizations. Our next release is November 15th, 2024. The statistics we compile include data items such as sales, employment, capital expenditures, exports, imports, and research and development expenditures, among others. Data are primarily presented by industry of the affiliate, which represents the industry that accounts for most sales of the consolidated U.S. domestic enterprise, and by country of the UBO. Some tabulations are also available by state, by country of foreign parent, and by industry of UBO. Here we show U.S. affiliate employment, which is one of the key measures used to gauge the magnitude of U.S. affiliate operations relative to the U.S. economy. Employment covers the total number of full and part-time employees on payroll at the end of the year. The figures are not full-time equivalents. The blue bars will show values for U.S. affiliates, and the orange line represents the U.S. affiliates' share of total U.S. private industry values. U.S. affiliates of foreign multinational enterprises employed 7.94 million workers in the United States in 2021, and a 2.9% increase from 7.71 million workers in 2020. When looking at the right access percentages, U.S. affiliates accounted for 6.2% of all U.S. private industry employment. The level increase is a reversal of 2020 activity, where U.S. affiliate employment experienced the first year-over-year percent decrease in employment in over a decade, which stemmed in part from the COVID-19 pandemic. Employment is one of the data items that is also available at the state level for U.S. affiliates. On this map, the states with the highest share of private industry employment accounted for by U.S. affiliates are shaded in dark orange, and so forth as highlighted in the legend. Right away, you can see that proportionally, states closer to the East Coast, as well as Texas, Kansas, Hawaii, have shares close to or above the national average of 6%. Highest share at 9.5% is South Carolina, followed by Michigan at 8.8%, and New Hampshire at 8.7%. Jason will now walk through the quarterly direct investment data.
Thank you, Michelle. So here at the BEA, we have quarterly direct investment data categorized as in two major categories: the international transaction accounts and international investment positions. So the international transaction accounts, or commonly referred to as the ITAs, represents a statistical summary of economic activity between U.S. residents and the residents of other countries. The international investment position, commonly referred to as the IIP, can be described as the statistical balance sheet that presents the value of U.S. financial assets and liabilities with respect to foreign residents at a specific point in time. The quarterly direct investment data contains positions, flows, and income, though the data is limited in geographic detail for income and flows. It's important to remember that the ITA and IIP are aggregate position statistics, so much of the detail is going to be contained in those aggregate positions. So there are a few different ways that users can access foreign direct investment data on the BEA website. One way is through the country fact sheets. So the site generates a country fact sheet with graphs and tables showing the latest data on U.S. trade and investment with a selected country. The interactive data link organizes data by account and topic. So users can build a table with as little or as much data as requested based on your inputs. The comprehensive data link, like the title suggests, provides a picture of the overall activities of U.S. affiliates of foreign parents. This is a good place to start when you're not sure what specific data you're looking for and you want as much as you can in one place. Lastly is a link to research statistics on foreign direct investment in metro areas and counties that's available through a cooperative effort between the BEA and the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. This blended data provides information about each state or local area's employment at companies of foreign ownership, including average annual employment, wage statistics, occupations, and more. So now we're going to go ahead and go through the BEA.gov interactive data tool. So when you first go to the BEA.gov website, you'll be greeted by this landing page with the BEA banner at the top. And there'll be a number of drop-down menus. You're going to want to go to Tools and select Interactive Data, which is pictured here in the red circle. From there, you'll be greeted with the number of different categories that the data has been categorized into. Given that we are having a presentation on foreign direct investment statistics and my proficiency and responsibility for the new foreign direct investment statistics, we're going to go ahead and showcase those right now. So you're going to want, if you were to look at that data, you're going to want to go ahead and select direct investment and multinational enterprises. From there, you'll be greeted with the option for the interactive data tables or the comprehensive data. We're going to want to go ahead and select interactive data tables. And again, just because I'm showcasing the new foreign direct investment statistics, all the other direct investment iTables data sets will work similarly. So first, you'll want to choose some investment type or data type, as you can see on the left side of the screen. For the NFDI statistics, we're going to go ahead and select foreign direct investment in the United States and data on new foreign direct investment in the United States for our data type. From there, we'll select series. From the 5 series, you'll be able to choose from investment expenditures, employment, total sales, net income, or balance sheet of new affiliates. We're going to select investment expenditures. From there, you'll choose classification. So given that there's quite a few options, we're just going to go ahead and select country of UBO, ultimate beneficial owner by type of investment for our classification. After you select classification, you'll really be able to design your table. This is where you'll have the more in-depth options to customize your columns and rows, as well as which years you include in your data set. So here's an example of a data output from the interactive data tool. This is the data on new foreign direct investment in the United States by country of UBO. And as you can see, again, this is the data for 2022. There are a number of cells that are marked D. This is in reference to suppressions where cells need to be suppressed to protect the information of companies submitting their data to us. If there are any additional questions about the data that was presented today, feel free to contact myself or Michelle during business hours. We also have an international account mailbox where you can submit questions and someone will reply, typically within 24 hours. Thank you all for coming today, and we will now open it up for questions.